Hi, this is Jared with LearnSpeed.com. I'm going to go through an overview of the LearnSpeed calendaring system. There's a number of features related to scheduling covered in this video, and you can find a full list of scheduling features with individual videos on the LearnSpeed.com website if you're interested in looking at them separately. Okay, so scheduling is integrated throughout the LearnSpeed system. Under the Calendar tab, I can view a number of schedules. I can pull up additional schedules simply using the Quick Subscribe feature. And once we have our list built here, this list will remain here when I log out of this system and back into this system for my future reference. And if there's ever an instructor or a calendar that I no longer need to view, I can unscribe to that one, or I can unscribe to all. So I can build the calendars that I need to see based on what my responsibilities are. Okay, now that I have a calendar up that I want to interact with, in this case Mark Pryor's, I'm going to set his availability. It's one of the things that I can do in the system. To set his availability, I just pick the start time, 2:30, the end time, 6:30 p.m. And let's make this reoccurring. And I'm going to have this reoccur throughout the rest of the year until June 15th, the end of the school year. And this is for Mondays and Wednesdays. I just click on the available checkbox and I'm done. So this is building out his availability from today's date throughout the rest of the school year. And once these events are created in the future, I can delete all or just future, or delete a single event. At the top of the calendar, once I've created a new event, I get a confirmation of what I've done, and I can view that and change it if I need to make any changes. Just a quick way to get a confirmation and to make an edit. Alright, so I've got Mark's schedule, his availability for Mondays and Wednesdays, and let's go ahead and set an availability for Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. reoccurring Tuesdays and Thursdays, also reoccurring throughout the rest of the school year, the 15th. Check off that it's available, and I'm done. Alright, so now that we've got his availability set for the remainder of this school year, if his availability changes on a particular day, let's say for the 29th, I can come in and just delete that single event so his availability is updated and correct for that week, and then the next week we revert back to his existing schedule. Alright, so now if I need to do some scheduling for Mark, it's pretty straightforward. If I'm looking at his calendar, I can see what his availability is. If I want to schedule a student with him, I just click on the time that I want to schedule, select the student that I want to schedule with him, and then just hit save. It's that easy. And of course, reoccurring availability is also possible. Now, sometimes a parent might call in for a particular subject. It's a new student that needs help with, say, algebra, and I don't necessarily know all of the instructors who are qualified to teach that subject and what their availability is. So what I can do is use the availability search for the subject that I'm looking for. Now, previously, when we set up our instructor accounts, we've added tags to the instructors signifying what subjects that they're qualified to teach, or even an area that they're qualified or that they've said that they can teach in, maybe a zip code. So when I do this search, it returns all the instructors with available times that are qualified to teach that subject. So I might see that if the parent was looking for a time between 4 and 5 o'clock hours, I've got Cheryl has times on Mondays, but she's looking for twice a week. So if I look, let me see, I've got Mark Pryor at 5 to 6 available to teach algebra on Mondays and on Wednesdays. To schedule then from here, I just click on Mark's schedule. This is with Mark now, and I can add Pablo as a student. I'm going to make this reoccurring on Mondays and Wednesdays. It's at 5 to 6 o'clock, and we're going to assume that the student is going to stay with us at this time until the end of the school year. Again, any modifications to that schedule are very easy to do in the future. Hit save, and go ahead and we'll view Mark's calendar instead of the search here. This is building out again his calendar for the rest of the school year. And now we see that we've scheduled with Mark Pablo Alfred for that 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock time. So scheduling is very fast, very easy in the LearnSpeed system. It's also integrated to other things like billing and payroll and session logs, and I hope that you take a look at those additional features in the system. And if you would like to have a more in-depth look at the LearnSpeed system or any particular part of it or have questions, please schedule a free demo by going to the website and RSVPing for our demos, or you can call us directly at the number below.